When the first soft rays of a warm spring day touched the mountain top, the pure white snow shed a crystal tear and gently let it drop. And then it dropped another, and then 1,000 fell, and the drops became a trickle and they began to swell. And they skipped and scampered down the mountainside, they scurried and darted and dashed, they gulped and gushed and raced and rushed, they sloshed and washed and thrashed, till they came to the edge of a cliff, and with a mighty leap let go, and into a shower of rainbows fell far to the rocks below. And the valley all around rejoiced and echoed with the sound of the slap and the splash and the clamour and crash as the water came plunging down. There it jostled and tumbled, it hurtled and stumbled, it soared and descended, then fled. It flung forth exalted and bounded and bolted till it reached the riverbed, where it boiled over boulders and battered the rocks. It rattled and rolled over stones, it splurged through gullies and it surged through gaps, how it tossed and frothed and foamed. And through ravines and gorges it roared and it poured, oh it hissed and seethed and steamed, this river that glittered, this water that sparkled, how it dazzled and glistened and gleamed. And through the great forest it bustled and flourished and passed where the mighty pines stand, and it rippled and spilled by steep wooded hills where the maples lord over the land. By birch it meandered, by larch it wandered, and beneath the willow it flowed, and gently it ambled by hawthorn and bramble, and lingered where the lush grass grows. And there lived the fish with the frogs, and the newts with the gnats in harmony together, where they'd hop and skim and leap and swim and chase and eat each other. There bladderworts bloom and bleeding hearts blush under the drone of the bee, and the blue-eyed Mary eyes a black-eyed Susan, and the sneezeweed blow in the breeze. There are wrens in the rushes and larks in the bushes and thrushes at work in the gorse. There are wood ducks dabble and the bluebirds babble, and the warblers, they warble of course. In the banks there's a burrow, in the nettles a nest, on the silkweed a spider web clings. There are a dragonfly dips and a butterfly flits, both dancing on delicate wings. And as turtles snap and woodpeckers rap, and deer comes to drink with her fawn, and a mouse breaks for cover as a sparrowhawk hovers, and a river rolls on and on. Past swamp and field, by marsh and mead, through wild and unspoiled lands, so spry and alive until it arrived where the civilized world began. And right from its source throughout its course it had been pristine and clean. Now too soon our river was strewn with litter, and gone was the glitter and gleam. But cans and bottles and plastic bags can't slow this river down. Nor can the swill that spills from the mill, it just turns the water brown. Not the septic slush from the sanitary sewers, and you can be sure it tried, or the filth that flushed from the foundries is just that the fish all died. Not the acidic sludge from landfill sites, not even industrial slime. All they could do was turn the water into a toxic brine. But the garbage and rubble gave it some trouble, and so did that oily scum, and how clogged and cluttered it strained and it spluttered, moved like a slithering slum, so debased and defiled, so utterly spoiled, it had about all it could take, so it slopped and heaved and slobbered and weaved and drooved out into the lake. And somewhere away in the distance, many's a mile from here, a mountain mourns its offspring and sheds another crystal tear.